you this. Is Florida a state or a country?
Oh
Who said
gosh.
that?
Matthew?
No. Who what? Is Florida a state?
State.
Thank you. Do we live in Florida?
Yes.
Okay, so because we live in Florida, who can tell me some things that what is it like to live in Florida? Raise your hand and tell me, what is it like to live in Florida? You can talk to me about the weather, or you can tell me about the food. Aiden, what's it like to live in Florida?
Hot.
Yeah, it's hot. It's super duper hot. We're probably the hottest state besides Texas out of the entire country. Vincent, what do you think it's like?
The funnest day of my life, Disney World.
Disney World. I'm glad you mentioned Disney World, Vincent, because I want you guys to look at the board. This is Disney World, is it not?
Oh, yes,
Yes, it is Disney World. Raise your hand if you've ever been to Disney World.
I have.
Believe it or not, I've lived in Florida my whole life, and I have only been to Disney World once, and I was younger
I
than you.
think I did.
But that's okay if you haven't been there. What about, have you been to Islands of Adventure, or Universal, or SeaWorld,
I've been to SeaWorld.
or anywhere extra fun? Yes, you've been to SeaWorld. So Florida has a lot of really cool theme parks and extra fun stuff. Up, up, up. We're still
Okay.
listening. What is,
Yes.
why don't you look at this animal?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna tell you
You're
something
welcome.
really cool.
Ellie, come here, please.
This is not a leopard. This is a Florida panther. Now,
Ellie, come here, please.
this is not a leopard. This is a Florida panther. Now,
I saw a panther.
listen, a Florida panther is one of the most endangered animals in the whole wide world, and particularly here in Florida. They used to live all the way up into Kentucky, believe it or not, years and years and years ago.
You're not
Kentucky
telling
is
me.
very far north of us. And now the Florida panther
You know how you
only
work with
is
Miss
in Florida. It's
Wood
in a
Acres?
very, very small region
Well,
south of
you're
us.
gonna work with someone else again.
It's in the Everglades and a little bit more
Take him
south
to the
of
speech
us.
room, please.
And they are so
She's really
endangered
nice.
that they die out easily. And that if you are to hit a panther, Florida also has. Oh, I tried to be cool and hit the button, but it didn't go. What is this animal? It's an alligator.
It's like a crocodile.
It looks like a crocodile, but it's not. It's an alligator. Let's say that word, alligator.
Alligator.
Raise your hand if you've ever seen an alligator in real life. Maybe you saw it at the zoo, or maybe you were out fishing.
I saw it at the zoo. It was like that chair.
Zip it, zip it, zip it, zip it. Yes, we've all seen them. They're very scary animals. Aiden, I told you, if you don't keep it on your wrist, it's going to be mine, sir. Anyway, alligators are very scary animals. Do not walk up to one and try to pet it, because it will probably bite your hand off, and I don't want you guys to get your hands bitten off. Alligators are also very special to Florida because our state has the most alligators of any other state in the entire country. Now, isn't that cool? We also have a football team called the Florida Gators.
That's my favorite football.
Cheyenne,
And there's one more thing.
put those on your desk.
My favorite team is the Seahawks. I like the.
What is this?
Orange.
It's an orange. Can anybody guess what state has a lot of oranges?
Georgia.
Isabella? Florida. It's where we live. We are the orange state. Florida supplies more oranges than any other state in the United States. Now, I actually brought enough for each of you guys to have an orange after we're done with this lesson, so you can eat it at spa time. And if you don't want it, that's fine. Just say, oh, thank you. I don't really like oranges. But anyway, have you guys, maybe you go to the grocery store and you're like, I want some orange juice. And there's actually a brand of orange juice, a very famous brand, called Florida's Natural. And guess what? Comes from these little guys that you can find in your backyard, or you can find them at the store. So now we are going to read a little bit more about Florida.
Oh yeah, I like Florida.
And I had emailed this little article to myself, but obviously it didn't go through, but that's okay. Aiden. Peninsula, excellent job. What was that endangered animal? Sadie. The what? The panther. Good job. What was another animal that we learned about in Florida, Matthew?
Alligator.
Alligator. Very good. What is the fruit of Florida? Carter.
Orange.
The orange. And what does the orange bloom out of? What's the flower? Ooh, tricked you guys. Isabella, do you remember? A blossom, an orange blossom. It's beautiful. Okay, so what you're going to do, that was easy peasy. I need you guys to catch it. Super duper good. You are going to get a sticky note. You guys have never done these before, but these are called exit tickets. And an exit ticket, in order for you allowed to leave the classroom to go to spa, you have to complete this beautiful little pink piece of paper. It's very simple. You don't even have to write an entire sentence. You have to just tell me one thing. You are going to get your piece of paper and it's going to say, today I learned. And guess what? You're going to write something that you learned. And I know you're super smart, but you're not going to tell me, oh, I knew everything. I didn't learn anything because I'm the smartest person in the whole wide world. Because I learned stuff when I read this to present it to you guys. So, we just brainstormed a little bit. You can refer up
It's
to
good
your-
there, guys. You can just leave it.
You
It's
can
good.
talk to your classmates. If you're absolutely stuck and you're like, I can't remember anything we learned, raise your hand and I will help you out. Well, gentlemen, when you are done, raise your hand. I will come, Brianna, Brett, I will come and collect your sticky note, and it's not quite time for spa, but I will ask you if you want orange, and if you want orange, I will give you an orange, but you're not to eat it until we go to spa. Okay? Everybody understand? Well, jelly beans. Thank you, Matthew. Okay, please go back to your desks.
No playing with the orange though. Paper packet.
That's